Well, hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to a very special live stream celebrating the launch of Railroute. Now, if you don't know about me, you can go to my website, and all the links are on my YouTube channel, Master Hellish, and I am joined here with Angel. Hello!
Mr. Hellish, thank you for hosting the stream, and yeah.
Well, thank you for inviting me to do so. It's going to be an interesting stream. We are doing something that technically I've not done before, streaming to 3 different locations at the same time. But here we are. We are celebrating the release of this fantastic game that... Oh, how long ago now did you contact me to say, hey, I've got this game you might be interested in?
Yeah, it will be some time already, right? But being 2.5 years in early access and some time before that, it's quite a long project in my life already. So yeah, it's an important milestone for me, but for the whole team, and we are really glad we managed to do that.
Yeah, I remember being very excited when you sent the game over, because even though it was very not finished, you could see it had the core and the potential to be something really engaging and really really exciting to play. And I've been following your development, and it's now live. We're hit. Today's the day.
Yes, of course. It's yeah.
So
important milestone.
It is an important milestone. We're here to celebrate that milestone. So what are we going to be doing today in the stream?
I feel we could play the game actually to give it some sneak peek to others, but also like I wanted to invite all of our community which was with us during the early access, so we can also use this special moment for doing some lookout what we have done in early access, or like use the stream for questions and answers. So whoever is in here, I welcome you all from our Discord or social channels, and I'm really glad that you join us in here. So if you will have any questions during the stream, don't hesitate to put them in chat, and I will be monitoring that.
We've got one already, and it's a good one, I think, because it kind of sets the scene for like the whole project to Railroute. And Timon asked, did you make this all in your spare time, in your free time?
Yeah, at the very beginning, like when we started. But after the early access, it's our day and bread. It's our job after the early access started. So yeah, it's my living now.
That's fantastic, and I'm glad that you've been able to do that and make that transition. Should we have a quick look? Should we have a peek at what we've got in front of us? I think we'll switch over to Railroute now. Here we go.
Maybe.
Yeah, and I haven't gone into a particular game yet, because the game Railroute, for those who don't know, it's a fantastic simulation game that kind of on the surface feels like a puzzle game, but it's just so much more, and it's quite difficult to get that across in just a couple of sentences or a quick showcase. So
yeah,
you said you might have some sort of challenge for me?
That could be that. Like, I was thinking what to show now. Like, you played some Railroute already, so you could be a called seasonal player, right? Like, what's kind of mechanics in there and stuff. You even did some tutorials for original early access release, and now I saw some new ones. So you know Railroute, so it would be shame to not use that somehow. Yeah, I was thinking that we could try a challenge for you to play the Railroute a little differently, little with more stress involved and stuff.
Oh, that's exactly what I need. Father of 2, full-time day job, live streamer. Yes, more stress, please. More stress, please. You know what? I do enjoy playing the game, and it can get the play style can vary depending on how you approach the game. and also which game mode you're playing in as well. I think most people do often gravitate towards the endless, but I've been playing a little bit of Rush Hour recently, and was a Rush Hour something we came up with on one of the last live streams? I think it was something one of us said.
Yes, that could be true, but it also, like, you know, if we would skip on Rush Hour, that would be no harm to this game. We actually broadened the landscape too much. I feel like the endless is the core of the game. Timetable is also very enjoyed by players.
Yeah.
But those two modes are like different words in the gameplay loop and in gameplay setting, and it's also quite hard to describe the game then if there is so broad of content. You know, Rush Hour is like very like fast-paced gameplay. Timetable is more relaxed and more like real world of a train dispatcher, while endless is something like you build, optimize, and automate. All those three modes are quite different, and I personally, I would be better not doing Rush Hour again. If I could remove something from this game, it would be this Rush Hour. So don't hint me any more content what we should put in. This stream. So
the game has changed a lot over the course of early access, and it changed. You mentioned I did some tutorials, and it has grown so much that yes, I did actually put those as unlisted, so to speak, and release some new ones. Because there's just because the game has grown and developed so much over the course of the early access. We got a few more questions in. I'm going to get a game up and rolling in a second, but one here is what inspired the game originally, and what is your favourite moment from making the game?
Yeah, those good questions. The first one, it was the real dispatcher simulator, which Michael, the second author of this game, has shown me. Like, hey, let's check this out. It could be a good game out of that. And that was that, actually. We decided, oh, this could be a good game material. Like, we were looking for uniqueness, and, you know, doing a platformer would be not that much of a success, I feel. But yeah, there is no train dispatcher game yet, so we've made one, and that was our decision at the very beginning. And the most you know, what was that happy moment? You know, until now it was the release of early access, because that was the milestone when your hobby project will generate some money, some actual money. And it's actually also some kind of turning point, or like you know, you go on the market, and that's much harder than doing a hobby project, right? Like, you need to be somehow good enough to go there and show that you are capable of doing the game, and continue in that, actually supporting it, fixing and stuff. That's all that, and I was really happy we managed to do that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I feel we will have some more time to go through those. Let's little maybe check what in my bag of the challenge for you.
Okay, so what's the challenge you got for me then?
Yeah. So we'll be playing Timetable, the hardest map ever created, right? And you need to finish it in really like some period of time.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. We will be doing endless for sure. But we could take it like we introduced a new score and stars in endless recently, and I feel like initially we wanted an endless map to be played for hours and hours, and to be like 40 hours of loop. You can still play it like that, but there is also a milestone which can be reached quite faster, and that's like receiving a star on an endless map. And I feel you could really speed speed run to that and show us the game like in its fullness of automation in some period of time in the stream, I feel like 2 hours would be great.
2
like,
hours.
for this channel.
Right.
2 hours. Yeah.
So you want me to play an endless game and attempt to get, well, I presumably at least 2 stars in 2 hours.
Yeah, I feel you cannot manage to do 3 stars. That would be like impossible. But 2 stars, it's still impossible, but that's a good challenge for you, right? Okay.
Well, it is probably worth pointing out that this Railroute doesn't really lend itself to speed running natively. It's not the sort of game where that was the target audience with it built in mind. But it surely will be a nice challenge to do.
Yeah, because we've done the rush hour like based on our discussion, and you were like, oh, it would be cool to have some waves and build some stress by fast pace train dispatching. So now you can do a rush hour in an endless like a. You should be playing only 25 speed and go forward without the stop.
I will see how much forward I can go in full speed without stopping. I might need to stop. We'll see. So
maybe
can I choose a map? Am I allowed to choose?
No, you will be playing Japanese map Osaka. That's your first one there.
Yeah, okay. That's not too bad because I have a little bit of experience with that one, even though I've played a lot of...
Oh, really? No. Then we choose something else.
Well, I played a lot of Prague. Prague is what I practiced on.
The Osaka will be fine,
Okay.
Osaka is fine, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
2
good
stars.
one. It's a good one.
And let's check it out. Like, we can start the game and check the map around.
Okay. I'm going to launch the game and I'll pause it, and we won't start any sort of timer or anything yet. Yeah.
Do you have a timer? Yeah, that would be awesome to have some time.
Right. The timer that we use on my normal live streams doesn't have the facility to add hours because it was only as a countdown while I was on my breaks. But don't worry, for you, I reprogrammed it and I've added hours. Just for you. So we in theory have a timer I can add. So let me see, what have we got here? Yep, there we go. We've got a timer on the screen. I mean, it's already started counting down, but we'll reset it and we'll start it when we want to.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, check out the Osaka map. How big it is?
Yes, actually, it's let's have a look. So if we zoom out, there is a significant amount of stuff on the screen here. There's a lot of stations. There's a lot of room, which you're going to need in a speedrun because you're going to need access to do various different things. Now, the endless game mode is the one where you have access to both construction, your system upgrades, and you can accept and deny the contracts. And the system upgrades is an interesting concept. And I think it's one of the things that makes the endless mode work really well because at the beginning... there's a lot of management that you have to go in such a small area. But progressing through the game and unlocking these system upgrades as you go allows you to hand off some of that management to automation and allows you to concentrate on the bigger picture and more things. But you can see across the top of the here, if I look at this, we've got there's the star for the green at 20. I'm hovering my mouse over it. I wonder if my zoomy tool will work in this stream mode. Hang on a second, folks. I lose your camera, but yes, it does. There is the 20. And we can go back. Don't worry, you're back again. And if we go to the score, I think it shows us the overall score and what we need to do to achieve the 2 stars. So it's 20 of the green points and 20 of the red points.
Yeah, in one cycle... Like, you need to handle 20 green trains successfully without a delay to receive that star, or like to progress in the system upgrades. That was like a pretty big change we've made during the early access, because previously there was like a tree structure of upgrades you can unlock and stuff. But the players were struggling, what to choose, how to... So we sorted it out into some tiers, and I feel it really helped the game mode, like to give you very clear understanding what your next goal is and what you should aim right?
Hmm.
So now you should aim for just 20 trains of green traffic, and only the red trains. It's completely new, yeah. There was no red traffic previously, or in this kind of setting we've done in early access. But red trains, I feel they give you even more than one experience point. So it's like 10 green trains. So you just need to accept 30 trains in 2 hours. That feels like very straightforward goal, right? Like
It kind of does, but there's steps that you have to go through in order to unlock the things you need. And the money's going to be a limitation too. This has to be successful financially for me to be able to afford to expand the network as well. So Should we start the challenge? Is there anything else? Well, we've had a look at the map. We've talked about the stars. Shall I start? And did you want to take some questions or?
Okay, yeah, let's do it like that. You can start it in a few seconds. I would leave you to that. And we will be doing regular reports on your game, and maybe I'll hand over to you to give us some, what you're doing and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, let's do it like that. So, are you ready?
Okay. So, hang on. Let me.
Do you
think.
have your strategy? Yeah.
Well, this is what I was going to say. I'm going to. The timer's off at the moment. I will turn it on and start it when we get going on the 2-hour mark. So I'll explain what I'm going to do at first, and then I won't have to talk as I'm doing it, I suppose, and I can get a good start. So what I want to do is kind of use what I've got here, expand it just enough so I can try and max out maybe 1 or 2 stations and get like them completely full of contracts and trains going backwards and forwards. And for that, I think my kind of like first goal is work my way up to having arrival and departure sensors. And once I've got that, that's kind of like phase 1 of my plan. And after that, I don't know what phase 2 is yet, but we'll get there.
Use platforms as the resource, right? Like this is a map good for that.
Yeah. I don't know how much of the we'll see. So that's what that's what I'm aiming for. I'll get the timer on the screen, and then I'll reset the timer. As soon as it resets, I'll start. Okay. Also, just a quick note to my viewers: if you're talking in YouTube chat, you may want to go over to the Railroute YouTube channel where we're also live, so that you can get your questions direct to the developers rather than me when I'm concentrating on the gameplay. Okay? Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, we are live on the store page on Steam, so there is a chat. And I will be answering questions during Master Hellish will show his proficiency and expertise.
Yeah, under pressure. Okay.
Under pressure of rush hour mode.
Okay,
yeah.
Right.
We do a blend endless of rush hour.
Let's get that timer back on the screen and let's reset it. And as soon as I reset it, I'll get started with the game. Here we go. All right.
So, and I'm finally free to check the chat. There any serious question? Yeah, great to see how far the game has come. Congratulations on successful 1.0 release. Congratulations on the release, Angel. Good work. Yeah, thank you guys. Like, you was part of that as well. That journey was great to having so strong community with us. At some point, a Spain scenario will be created, and by request from north of Spain. Yeah, we leave the map creation process more on the community, and we focus on the code and the game itself. It feels like we are developers, and we're trying to do our job best. So I invite you to try to recreate any Spain scenario. Carrot bricks. Version for iPad. That's a good question. We got a lot of questions about the mobiles during the life of the game, and yeah, it could be a fit. but with slightly adjusted graphics and stuff. So we will see. Like now, it's not on our roadmap, but yeah, the mobile market is definitely a good way of thinking. But me personally, I'm not much of a fan of mobile gaming world. I focus on the computers solely. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. Because we would need to employ some, how to say that, drastic monetization, freemiums and stuff. There would be need for premium currencies, right? That's the mobile market. Great to see how far the game has come. Congratulations on successful 1.0 release. Yeah, thank you, Tom.io. Thank you for your content. If anyone wants to see something in Deutsch, get to the Tom.io YouTube channel. So, Master Hellish is farming his early points. Now he's a little late with the Queen train, but feels like he's scaling up. When I tried this challenge, I was, I wanted to see whether I am able to finish that. And I was not able, actually, so Master Hellish must be better than me. I deleted all the signals on platforms and stuff and just do the connections left and right. You were not able to do that at the beginning of the early access. You were not able to do much of the switch configurations. Like, there were a lot of obstacles in building of tracks, and that was also part of our realization process. Like, hey, we cannot have those hidden rules how to build the trains or tracks. Because people were struggling with that, why I cannot connect the track in here and there. And yeah, in reality, that switch was like not the best to explain, but this game is a scheme, so if you connect 8 tracks in that one square, that doesn't mean there is a switch to 1 to 8 possible directions, but it's a space of some area in the real world. So yeah, and those really help the game, I feel like, to get rid of the obstacles and struggling points and all those things. That was the early access for us, like, to learn how to properly design a game, right? But whatever decision we have made, that was with us for the whole time, and we must, like, embrace ourselves to solve it properly. So, how many contracts do you have?
Right, so far, I haven't got any new contracts. But what I have done is I've been building up money, and I've got a couple of nice-to-have upgrades. I've been auto-accepting trains and auto-reversing trains, so I don't have to focus on that now. I can just concentrate on the switches and the signals, and that money I'm going to put to good use soon to upgrade the tracks, and then the contracts will come.
Okay.
That's the plan.
Yeah. When I was playing some Age of Empires, that game, the number 2. Like, if you're playing it PvP, you cannot sit on any resource. You need to constantly use all the resources, otherwise your opponent is better, because, like, once you have an unused resource, like 33k, you are behind. What's the timer? I haven't seen that. Oh, here we are.
Yeah, I'm up to 6. So that's kind of like the... Oh, I didn't dispatch a train. I didn't see it. I was concentrating on what track I want to build.
Yeah. We'll see. What's your expectation of the first star, Mark?
Let's see. We are just about 5 minutes into the challenge. If I can get the first star in under 45 minutes, I'll be happy. Yeah.
That's good. How was your day? Tell us, what was your breakfast like and stuff?
Well, my son woke me up at about 5 o'clock in the morning, screaming, because he's 8 months old and he's teething, and he's not very happy about that. And the day's just gone on from there,
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to distract you, but
Yeah.
I leave you focus and
You know what? After doing this sort of thing for 10 years, I've mostly quite good at gaming and talking at the same time. Mostly.
yeah, that's the streamer skill, right? Like you need to become like multitasking.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't. I'm very bad at judging like how much money I have available and like how much track I can build for that money, and I end
Yeah.
up.
Why you don't connect like platform to platform only? Like you can
Because
try it
that
on that
seems
number.
too easy.
But it's easy mode, right? But
Okay,
we
yeah.
will see.
I'm.
Like
I've been
maybe you
playing on
have
20.
something.
I've been playing on 25 times speed this whole time, but I think I'm going to have my first pause to let me do some building, some proper building soon.
If you would have just like line to line, platform to platform without signals, it works like that. It's the early game automation no one knows about, but if you delete everything and do auto reverse, then it works out of the box. Oh,
Right.
okay. Okay, let's check the questions. Good day from down under the Australia. Hi, Mido. Greetings to Australia. What's the time in Australia actually? Isn't there, at midnight or early morning? Yeah, maybe. The graphics looks more crisp than a half year before I last played. Nice. Yes, the crisp graphics. Hopefully it's positive. But that's also like understanding or our understanding that the game is just, yeah, it needs to be solid, right, in its gameplay loop. But bells and whistles also matters. So yeah, we try to add some touches of light and sparks and stuff like that. Will there be an option in the future to customize how many trains show up in the upcoming trains bar instead of just 3? There is only 3 there. Okay. I remember there were more of them, to be honest. But we thought like on that bar there should be more, like not only upcoming trains, but some kind of list of alerts. And we never managed to do that because it was like we were more on the roadmap than we were managed or we were able to deliver. But I feel there is no reason to have just 3 of them there. Yeah, that feels like maybe some kind of issue or bug. How many trains do you have on the upcoming trains bar? If you click, just 3.
Yeah, just 3 on this.
Mm-hmm. Any plans for changing how coachart works in the future? There are nice features to feel a bit simple since all the new sensors, shunting commands, coupling were introduced. Maybe just make them use a bit more space. Yeah, for us the shunting commands and all the red traffic is also like very fresh, and we were trying to gather as much of experience and feedback from the community how to use them. So there is clear space for the adjustments or like for improvements there. For example, we would like, for one example could be like auto reuse attack, which could be in T1 red, that helps you progress more smoothly. And while the code chart is in the very end game tier, I feel, yeah, it can be powerful, but you need to use the previous tech to get there. So if we would be doing any changes to code chart, I feel it would be more like offering you that ability of the disconnected contract, something we got it before in the game, but we put it aside as it was quite complicated to do right, and we've felt like it's not good part of the gameplay loop. But now, with the introduction of all those techs and stuff, I feel like having a coach yard, a place where you can, use one of your free train cars or like train setups to reuse for a specific train would be like the way of proceeding if we touching that. Yeah, Michael is another developer. He's in chat, and once he's answering some questions, you can count those answers as well. Reasonable. Does the game going to have a multiplayer? Yes, we would like to deliver that. We already have a support for it in-game, actually, and made some closed public test of it on a timetable map. So we got the technology, we got the game ready for that. But yeah, it's still missing some kind of love and solving all the desynchronization issues we were observing. So there is we can be like, we are close to the multiplayer, but it requires like a month of work or something.
Right.
Was it too much for you?
I don't know what
cannot...
the music just shot up, and I love the music in this game, but I needed to be able to hear you and concentrate on what was going on. Because I've already made a couple of mistakes.
But you turn it too down, I feel like. I cannot hear anything now.
Yeah. Tell you what, we'll just go back into the options. I'll put the master up, and then I will bring the music down. And then we'll still have everything else as well.
Okay, what you have now? Like, you have 2 lines of trains.
And they're all stacking up, they're all stacking up. I need more signals, but I can't afford them. But as soon as I can get a few more signals, then I will be able to stack them up a lot better.
Action required, delay risks.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. That's just me not doing things quick enough. It'll be alright.
Yeah, next hour it will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, careful of that train waiting down there. Delete that signal, you don't... Oh, you need it. Yes.
The arriving signals. Alright, okay, here we go. So if I add a signal here and a signal there, that will allow me to have more trains.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the problem that I was having before should then go away. Because then I can have them arriving in. Now, okay, so now I'm adding as much as possible and I'm chasing those arrival and departure sensors. And I'm bunching my trains in as close as I dare to each other. There we go. Have we got any more questions? No, my chat like the music. They're agreeing. They love the music in the game.
Yeah, we tried to play with the design a little, and the game is controlling the intensity of the music based on how you play. And one thing which affects the music most is like when you switching the speeds constantly. Like if you jumping from 25 to 1 and 25, the music intensity goes down. But if you're playing on a constant speed, it gradually grows as the train is moving around. So it should like... Because I feel that the game is best played when you find a speed you can manage. Like now you found the 25 speed you cannot manage, but still, it's more fluent than doing like jumps like 25 pause, 25 pause, 25 pause. That's like you know, not so fluent. But whenever I'm playing, I enjoy when you are like flowing, you know, when the game flows and you are managing just well. Sometimes, yeah, you need to pause to solve some problems. But if you find this multiplayer, you need to run the time and find, oh, you having a lot of trains already. Yeah, got some risks.
I'm just really starting to. It's misclicking. I'm zoomed out more than I normally would be, so that people can see more of what's going on, and I'm misclicking because you know what? People can see whatever they want to see. I'm zooming in now. That's it. I've got my game face on. We're zooming in. I'm making sure that I'm getting as much through this network as possible now.
Oh yeah. Maybe you could kickstart some new stations, but once those are still not fully automated, I don't know why, but I lost the stream. Where is it?
There we go.
Where is it? Okay, what's your numbers on the green?
I have no idea right now because it's all going absolutely crazy. I'm going through my rapid expansion phase, I think. Things are growing fast now. I think I had a relatively slow start. But now I've got enough signals on my network that things are starting to move quick. And I'm almost...
down the speed.
I did move down the speed slightly, yes. I'm going to blame you for that because you were talking to me. You were distracting me. You were being.
But there are no questions, you know, so I need to. I could jump on your YouTube actually and check the questions there as well. Of course, that's something I could do.
Right. I need to get more trains on time because if they're not on time, I don't get the points. And if I don't get the points, I can't get the upgrades, and then I'm going to stagnate. But I'm getting into a rhythm now.
Should choose the easy mode then. Okay, but I'll go through your chat. You know, I'm on your YouTube, so whoever is having. Is there any question? Hello, Hellish. Tuning a bit late.
There we go. Okay, I'm catching back up now.
Oh man, I'm still struggling with OTTD. This looks so far beyond me. I hope it was very detailed tutorial. Yeah, that's very great coincidence. Mr. Hellish has made great tutorials, so I feel like you will be jumping on that game easy. We also have a lot of tutorials in game, and we actually struggle how to teach the players the game, because first it has a lot of struggling points we were removing, but also like trying, you know, to explain the tutorial to players. And there is one rule I learned during the game development, that whatever you write on screen, nobody is reading that.
So, actually, one of my things in my tutorial is this stuff on the screen is useful. Pay attention to it, and I actually say that in one of the videos. Okay.
No, you can put whatever there, like, but nobody's reading stuff. Like nobody. Yeah. And if they keep stuck, they start clicking all around, like whatever is available. And that's usually a very easy way. If you have any scripted tutorial, hey, do this, but folks decide, hey, no, I will be doing something different, and starts clicking around, and that can really easily break the tutorial flow if it's heavily scripted, right?
Yeah.
So we were struggling with that a little. So that's why we have completely new tutorial, but it's there for some time already in early access. But it was our first big milestone in early access. Hey, how to teach the players to actually play this game better. Yeah. But it was not only the tutorial, but also the game design. We were like focusing with that and getting rid of those struggling points while giving you, you know, building tracks is now like just you click one point A and connect the point B directly, and the game computes the track for your. That's everything like what we have done during the early access. The game was really bare at the very beginning.
Yeah, it's matured really nicely.
I'm also playing Greyroot right now. It does look like a real fun game. Yeah, it's really fun game actually, for sure. Yeah, disclaimer: I'm the developer, so I'm a little biased. But it's really awesome. Like it's. I don't play much of the games now. Just Greyroot. No, I'm kidding. Maybe I've already answered this question, but then I missed it as it came late. I noticed in an early version and haven't played since that at some points there were disconnects between money made and points gained, so that I never had enough money to upgrade my network, but was flooded with points. Oh, I don't know what was your last version. Like now, the important is the not the points itself, but the throughput to progress, right? Like you need to accept more of the traffic because like generating points is not enough. It won't move you to another tier. So you need to put more throughput. That means more pressure on you, as you see now on the Hellish struggling, because then the trains can start being played. That means there is no experience points for that. So we changed that. Like you need to accept more throughput to progress. And you know, it depends. Like if you manage to do that in very few cycles, like now what Hellish is doing, then you are waiting for points. But if you're playing slowly, the points will come, and you maybe can unlock everything from that tier 2, but still don't have enough throughput to reach the tier 3. Then you can be sitting on the green experience points, because like you can play indefinitely in that point. The points are still coming in, but you don't have anything where to spend them because you never unlocked the tier 3. But from our internal tests and the configuration, I feel the money and points are now very well balanced. Like you always struggle for money until some point, when the point became when the money became like they have like no use then, right? We don't have any late game money sink, but the biggest money sink now is the upgrading the tracks. If you upgrade the tracks, your contracts will give you much more money. That's why I feel like Hellish now starts with the upgraded tracks speed first, because then he receives more money and he needs to aggressively spread. So he needs a lot of money very early. That's a way how to achieve that. Upgrade the tracks, but the more track speed is, the more money sink it is.
Right. We're up to 12. And I've got 26 points, which means that as soon as... Because I've got to 12, I've gone past 10, which means I've unlocked tier 2, and I've got 26 points, which means I can afford the departure sensor.
That's the game changer.
That's half of the game changer for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
If you would have my setup, well, you got all the money for that.
Exactly.
It's nice.
Okay, so I'm going to pause for a moment and configure the departure sensors. I need auto signals to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Those two are already auto signals, so this one will take us to that station. I'm going to do it quickly because I'm on the clock, but if you want to see me do this slowly, it is in the tutorial.
How do you like this new configuration stuff being done just here? I feel this this is very solid for the sensors.
Yeah.
It really helps you visualize like how it's like being set up, right?
Yeah, I think it's really good. It confused me at first, but only because it was different to what it was like previously.
Yeah, people don't like much changes.
No, they don't, and especially when you're developing something like you did, and it needs to change. It can be very difficult to get people to accept that change, even if it's better.
Yeah, that's exactly that. Like, there is a problem, but yeah, that's what I was telling you. Like, we were like keeping all the legacy with us, and need to somehow, work with that. Actually, yeah, you realize those configuration screens or panels for sensors does not work well. How we do them like better, right? And just this process when you already have the game out and people playing it, enjoying it actually some way, and you change completely like, hey, we won't be doing configuration on the UI, we will be doing the configuration directly onto the board. But I feel this is the smaller changes we've done, right? Like the contract accepting stuff, that was the crucial part of the endless. Like previously, you got the list of contracts, and that was that. No configuration, prior acceptance, no planning, no stations with timelines. It was quite tedious to choose those contracts. But still, putting them on board was not well accepted because it's hard to communicate that as well, and we made maybe some mistakes with that, like, hey, we changing, this is not the button anymore where you can find your contracts, but those icons on screen, those are contracts. And it's really hard to get that information to players because we live with that every day, and we know that. Maybe people on our Discord know that, but there is a lot of people out of that sphere of influence where they just start struggle. They run their game after they hard time on work and wanna play it again, and now they realize, oh fuck, the game is completely different, right? And that's, yeah, I understand that somehow, but it's really hard to do big changes during the early access. And maybe that's something we should know before the early access, that like, oh, you should have your design nice and clean before you go there. But somehow we managed with some loops and an iteration process with that. Your timetable looks very, very crowded now, right?
Oh, it's only going to get worse. I want to max these 2 stations out on these 2 lines, and then as soon as I've done that, that's when I'm going to start thinking about the next thing, whatever that might be.
Yeah, how's the timer? I cannot see that.
We've had 30 minutes now.
30 minutes. 15 minutes for the first star. Like, you should hurry up.
I'm hurrying.
14.
I'm hurrying.
Yeah, you hurry.
We're going for it. Oh, I didn't accept the contract. I went through and scheduled it, but then I didn't accept it. I just right-clicked in the middle of the screen, and that's my own silly fault. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now things are stepping up a notch, and I think it's.
And you still have
30
the
points.
alt tracks?
Yeah, I still got the alt tracks. At the moment, money isn't my blocker; it's experience. And contracts. I need more contracts.
So open new stations. Like, you don't need to be in here. I mean, you need to control that. Because you're waiting for routing sensor or something. On a relay sensor, you don't unlock the relay sensor and just use it there, and you can go away from this. It's the last one, tier T, the one.
Last one, the relay sensor. No, it's fine.
Why?
I don't know why.
You could have this automated. Like, this is you use 4 relay sensors. Or
Instead
like
of
perpetual?
instead of a rival sensor, yeah, I could do that
Yeah.
as a stopgap. And I also want, and there it is. I want routing queue. That's another thing that I want soon. Let's get
I want so many
let's get
things.
these sensors
It's
in.
like that, right? Like you're in
Yeah.
a shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you better go with relay sensor. Yeah, this one's quite new. Yeah, it's in the game for 4 months or something. But I like its simplicity. We should have this sensor first and then build on top of that, right? Like
Yeah.
improving that sensor. That would be fine. Because people want asking us for some additional settings for those sensors, and this is a reasonable requests. Like, you know, hey, I want this relay sensor not working from different direction. For example, this is very valid because if you don't do this rigid setup as you did, but you want to do some chaos or spaghetti or whatever, then it would be fine that you can configure the sensor even more.
it's not working for me at the moment because I haven't got the queuing, and if something's late, it's just making a mess of everything.
Uh-huh.
But I need the queue. If I get the queuing, then this will work.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Ah, like you need to... Okay.
Because everything
you
is
need
so
queuing.
tight on the network.
Uh-huh.
But I think
Yes, or
next
put
cycle I
more
might be better.
Or put more auto signals with perpetual route then.
Yeah, I could do.
Like,
I'm just
check.
gonna get more contracts. Actually, I'm just gonna fill everything up with contracts. There we go. As many contracts as we can squeeze in here. We're going to get everything out of these lines. Okay. We're looking good. We're looking
My
good.
house, like when I tried it, it was quite different.
There we go.
But you're doing good. You're doing good.
We've got a joke here from my chat saying just use path signals. That's I suppose in some way an arrival sensor on an auto signal is like a path signal. But we don't have the same signals in this one as OpenTTD. These signals are better because you can configure them with sensors. Right, we are at 16 at the moment. What do I need for that score? 20, isn't it? And I've only got 10 minutes left to get to 20. Okay, 25 times speed, not doing anything else now. We're just getting the contract.
What's your contract counts on the green? If you hover the green icon over top. So you got 19 total trains now. Like you need one more contract and you will hit it this.
Yeah, but it needs to be. It also needs to be on time.
You are not on time.
I've been having problems with keeping trains on time recently because of that. I've been trying to get those routing sensors in, but now they're all in and configured. In theory, this should be my first full cycle without any trains being late. So
you have you can queue. Do you open the queuing?
Hang on a second. Hang on. I've just got it. I've been saving up for it. There we go. Route queuing. That's fixed everything.
Right. Now you can go for toilet or something, right? Like
Yeah.
Will arrive.
At this point in the tutorial, like it's like the kind of person riding a bike without touching the handlebars. Like, look, no hands. Yeah. Like before you hit a lamppost.
But yeah, you better not to relax much because you will need that time for red traffic.
Yeah.
If you save something now.
Yeah, I will definitely.
Yeah, that's where I am interested, you know, to see how you will be doing. This is something like bread and butter. You know that already. But the red traffic, that will be... That's something we would like to see. Anyway, I'm back to some questions now on Steam. Oh, I haven't been looking for that. Will the soundtrack be available through other media such as Apple Music? Yes. Rupert, who is the author of the soundtrack, made sure it will be releasing on Spotify and all those streaming platforms. So you can listen it there. The music get a very professional mix there, and I really like the music. It's superb. and you know it's layered. So sometimes the game is playing you just part of that music. It's like a ding 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 ding, and then if you play it gradually, the more of the fullness of that music kicks in with the strings on top of that. Like that's really really cool. So yeah, you can find it there. I feel maybe now already. Did you keep regional tries needing to be programmed at the platform for their stabling, or have you allowed it to be programmed before it arrives? Priority automation. Uh, uh, okay, there was some discussion around that with Michael. The regional trains needed to be programmed only once they reached the platform. If you did it before it arrived, it wouldn't recognize the sequencing. Uh-huh. That's an interesting point, and yeah, we don't support that for now. So I don't know, but for these reasons, like you have the sensors you can use, so I feel like programming it before the stop and then use the stabling sensor for that or shunting sensor is the preferred way. Or you can still make like use whatever other sensor is there. I feel there is no use case that was not available with the sensors we're providing now, but maybe I'm wrong in some case. Like if you would have any cool idea or like you struggling with something, I suggest opening that up on our Discord. Oh yeah.
Okay.
We will see how Hellish will handle the red traffic. I would suggest initially leaving the trains under the platforms to just be reused. And like those two tags I'm little missing in my gameplays. That's the auto reuse. It could work as same as auto accept or auto reverse, so it's pretty straightforward. But the second stuff is like, you know, you can program the train manually, like give him set of the commands. But, you know, next cycle you need to do that again and again until you open some sensors that can program the trains for you. But I feel there could be a simple step in between those where you could have something like a command buffer or something like you could copy paste the commands, but those are really, you know, specific to some region, or like it doesn't make sense to paste those commands on a train in different station or different setting. So we still iterating with the idea, but it was like, okay, let's introduce a building that can hold the exact like shunting commands queue, and you can place that building where you will need those commands, and by like clicking on that building you would get it into the into like a copy, and you could paste those commands on the train. That would like give you a semi-automatic traffic within your red trains before you manage to open the advanced sensors like stabling or shunting. Okay, optimize. Travel significantly slower.
See, this is the problem now, is that I've got my network set up and everything is so back to back that I can't
Just
change
upgrade
that.
the speeds. Upgrade the speeds and the trains will be faster.
Yeah,
And
they
you'll
are
find
faster, but then there's no platform. I suppose I could start using other platforms. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to move away from this as soon as I hit that 20 mark. And I've only got like
leave
4
it here.
minutes to get there, so I'm going to then I'll start a new part of the network.
That's the easy mode, you know.
We can get more trains in here. That's fine. Just maximize it out.
You need to accept those on the right.
Action
No,
required.
no, no, don't decline.
Not
No.
that.
You need to click the yeah, of the other one. Now you can accept that, but you see it's Duke.
Yeah, that'll be better, won't it? And I'm going to, even though it won't help a massive amount, I will just upgrade the middle section. Yeah. And what version is that? That is okay. So upgrade to 120. We can. Oh, I've already done it. Okay, so I think we're good now. Yep, they're all speeding along. They're all speeding along. God, we're really close. We're really close.
The status of the green ones.
Status is more trains.
More trains. Yeah, it's your money machine.
That as well. There we go.
How you will be optimizing those, like to use those new traffic speeds? Probably nowhere, right?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
These trains are slow, you know. Nobody wants fast trains in
They just want to take it easy. It's a very
Nagasaki.
nice. Maybe it's just a scenic route, you know. There we go.
Oh, what's the mark?
I've got
time.
2 minutes 24 seconds left to go.
You're okay.
So we can have this little cutscene, and I think that deserves a bit of a train whistle. So we'll have a train whistle. We will. There we go. Train whistle. Okay, 1 star. So now I've got 1 hour and 17 minutes to get the next level. Okay.
I wanted to give you some, you know, Josic sound. Got some on our Discord, but we should be on that server to be able to do that.
Okay. So I need to keep accepting contracts in here because there's still a few gaps. And we'll get some more money out of it. But now the money should go up.
No, you have the star, like, focus on the next star.
Yes, so what I was thinking was like, get as far away from that as possible and start a brand new network and just concentrate as much as possible. So let's...
need some space.
You
need some space for the chanting yard, right?
Yeah, and there's quite a lot of space around here, and there's quite a lot of space around here. And I kind of like this kind of... I think I could just get right across the bottom of the screen here at some point. So, and I might cheap out on the tracks just to get more of a network in, and then upgrade it as the money comes. So, build mode, purchase mode. Let's go down here. Oh, auto blocks. I haven't unlocked auto blocks yet.
More stations. You can grab more stations.
Let's grab more stations while we're here as well.
Grab everything, right?
Even more stations. I've only got 3 left, so we'll come back to that soon.
That's good.
So auto block, and then I'm going to get this station here. We'll go through there, get that an extra one. And that's all the money gone.
You will need some offices as well.
No, we don't need anything yet. Yeah, we can start kind of planning what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these 2 platforms over here at the green station, through these auto blocks into the red station, through the auto blocks, and then all the way through these stations right to the end. So I'm hoping that I'm going to get lots of different options for trains to be moving around. And then we'll see.
It's quite ambitious goal.
Good,
you know,
potentially.
I expect some 2 stations connected.
We'll see. I'll probably concentrate with these 3 to begin with, because they're the ones I've unlocked. And the money's coming in, so I'm going to use the cheaper track to begin with, and then we'll improve. Yeah, I've already spent all my money, so that's fine.
You need... Yeah, leave the game running, right? Like, you don't need to pause that.
Oh, did I pause that? You see, a lot of that's habit. You know,
yeah.
You go into a mode and your thumb just hits that space bar. But what I can do is I've still got a little bit of space down here on my starter network, so I'm going to throw some more trains on there for more of the green points. There we go.
Money generator trains.
Yeah, money, action required. Okay, yeah, we'll have more money from that one. Yeah. And yeah, it's looking good. Let's have a look at what chat's saying as well while the money's come in and stuff. One of my viewers here, Wizard Brandon, says that upgrade system looks interesting. It is. The system upgrades has been really well thought out. There's two. I mean, some people think of them as tech trees. Sometimes they use that word. And there's two completely different ones, and you have to get to 8 green per cycle to unlock the red, and it gives you 3. So we've actually done that already. And you can see that we've already got the option to get regional trains. And that, I think, will be a really good one to potentially start with. Or maybe freight. Or maybe freight would be a good one to start with.
Freight is easy mode.
Yeah.
Oh, it's regional trains.
Oh, now you're teasing me into trying to do...
Yeah, you did not choose the easy mode with the platform connections here.
Yeah, I like to mix it up. Sometimes I like to give myself a challenge. If something seems too straightforward and easy, I don't know what it is, but there's something in me that goes, there must be a more interesting way to do it than that. I mean, it's like when I'm playing Minecraft. Like if I want to build a mob farm, I won't go to a tutorial and then build it block for block. I will look at how they've built it, the mechanics behind why they've done what they've done, and then go and do my own thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I if I'm doing something block for block in a game like that, then I'm not having fun. I'm just doing somebody else's fun.
Yeah, I'm remembering my game time with Oxygen that included copying that spawn design. Something like that generates you oxygen in correct temperature without much of an energy. And it was like a copy paste, as you think, like block by block, because if you move one block away, whatever sensor there, you were screwed. So yeah, that's I understand your point in that.
Yeah, there's some things though that you do get, but it's a matter of putting it all together and getting it good. But and that applies to Railroad as well. If I've seen somebody do something and it's given me an idea, I won't go and copy that exact idea. I'll be like, well, how could I implement that in different ways, or how could I expand upon that? So it's that is part of the joy, or pretty much all the joy for me with these games.
We could maybe ask the audience, like, to show us, this very same challenge, like how they can achieve those 2 stars faster than Mr. Hellish, like to show us their solution.
If I get to the 2 stars, that's the big one challenge. Yeah. All right, I've got.
You should be starting with those, yeah.
Yeah, I've
regional, go with regional.
I've got some green to spend, so I'm gonna look. Oh, do I misclick then? Hang on a second. More contract offers might be good, because then they could build up while I'm not paying attention to what's going on. The arrival sensor's almost a must at this stage, I think. So I'm going to go arrival sensor. We'll put train alerts in, because sometimes that's good when doing a new part of the network. You never know when a train might get stuck behind something and you might have missed it.
Yeah.
So that's good. Look, we're getting alerts here now, because these trains are too fast and waiting to pull into the station, which is fine.
Yeah. Actually, we actually want to change. So if there is it's actually a hard topic, because I hate those alerts, appearing when there is fully automated network like yours. So it's not quite an alert you need to handle, and it gets annoying once it's appearing all the time and doing the things.
Yeah.
But then what's the decision of not showing that? Because it can be a stuck train. There is a queue on that signal, but if 2 trains is waiting, both with queue on that signals, then those trains are valid with their alerts. So it's also a hard topic. You change one thing and you break another thing. Hopefully only one, but sometimes more of them. Yeah, I'm not doing a good job with the chat, but there was other developers transferring that, right?
I've just put in 3 dispatchers offices, so we're going to start getting contracts there now.
You're finally starting the red traffic then.
Yeah, I wanted to get a couple of contracts in just to see what was going on. And the only problem is I'm going to get contracts from my starter setup trying to come down to over here. and I'm going to have to deny them. So I suppose it's a good idea to get them
yeah.
in now.
So you unlock the freights?
Yes, I unlock the freights.
Maybe it's a good strategy then.
Maybe.
But regionals, you know, if you unlock regionals, they give you like for every leg you receive 1 point. So usually it has 2 legs, so you have 2 points, while the freights will stuck on your platforms for eternity. And you
Yeah.
have only you got a lot of platforms still.
Yeah, and there's some spare around here. I can branch out and use those additional platforms.
Uh-huh.
To
And you know that the freights are now like also recurrent, or you can configure that.
yeah, there's a
So
tick
you don't.
box, and it's deselected by default. And when I saw that, I was really pleased to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I've actually got room to shove more contracts in here, so you know, let's have it. Let's do it.
Only bad thing of freight trains is that they occupy the station tracks for so long time. Shu saying.
Well, that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually the point. I suggested to the team like, hey, let's do those freight trains going off the platform, so you have more usage for the chanting stuff.
Right.
But
I'm sorry to interrupt,
that would.
but I just want to point out that I'm getting ready to do my first red contract, I think. Yes. Okay, so I've just been offered this, and it just goes to the station, stops for 25 minutes, and goes back again. It's a relatively short route, and I think I've got the platforms for it. So I'm going to build what I need to fulfill that contract, and then I'm going to accept it. There we go.
You know that you can assign the key bins for the buildings. Like you can assign if you go over and press 1 or 2, then it's like
1 to 9. Brilliant. Yes, that's
Yeah.
really good. It's something that I forget in this game, and it's a good one to have. Departure, departure, departure. Oh no, there's not a lot of room for arrival. I tell you what, I'm going to not cheat, but no money. I've run out of money again.
No money.
It's fine. It's not a problem. I'll just go and accept
you're-
more contracts.
Not this one.
Not that contract though. That one station is just completely and utterly full, unless I buy more platforms. But I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna modify the start network because I'll waste time kind of finessing it.
Yes, exactly. You still haven't accepted your red contract.
No, I don't want to because the track's not done yet. I need more money to put the signals in. Though I suppose I could do it manually to begin with.
Maybe, yeah, why not?
Yeah, I do need a little bit more track though. So,
No, just accept it. And
well, actually, no, I
you will
could.
bulldoze the tracks after the train. You know?
Ah, well, you know what? Let's accept it and see what happens, shall we? So we're going to go from platform 3 round. I'm going to store it on platform 5, and then it's going to go back to platform 2. And I'm going to click the continued after fulfilled as well. There we go. Now I won't be able to turn it around, so it's going to have to reverse out. So
22 minutes.
that's fine. We're going at 25 times
Yeah.
speed. That was not too bad.
Uh-huh. So what platforms you will use?
That's it. It's just going to sit at platform 5 and then go back again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
We need another contract.
We do need another contract, and they'll be coming soon. I'm sure they'll be coming soon. And let's put a signal here for arriving. This departure sensor I will do going out that way. Nice. Departure sensor going out that way. Good. We've got another contract. Oh, it stops for 20 minutes. I can schedule this one in to do exactly the same thing afterwards. If there's enough room in the schedule. Oh, there we go. There is. How much of a gap? How much of a gap?
No more.
More of a gap?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah,
That's plenty. That'll do.
it's good.
Right. I need some arrival sensors. And which we've got now. We've actually got arrival sensors. So I will put one here. And I will... Oh, no.
Oh.
Move that out of the way. So we want this signal going into that station as an arrival. And is that one set for platform 5? It is. And I haven't set that. That one hasn't got an arrival sensor yet, but that's fine. Action required. Delay risk. It's alright. It's fine. And then instinctively I pause. Because the reason why I pause is I don't want trains moving around on the track while I'm trying to modify it. But there's not many trains about at the moment, so that's fine. Okay, what we got here? Stops for 37 minutes. Oh, no, it goes the wrong place. All right. Have you got any more questions from the chat?
I'll check on those. Nothing on Steam. It feels like either no one wants to know anything, and on your YouTube. So this looks like it feels a nice gap between shapes and open TDD, correct? Hard to tell.
I'm unfamiliar with shapes.
Oh, it could be similar, kind of like automation game, but this is like more trains concerned, and like the clear inspiration from a dispatching job or a dispatcher job is the main hook in this game. But yeah, it could be like that. If that was the goal, if that was the goal. No, it was not the goal, like, to be, but, like, yeah, the gameplay loop is inspired by games like Factorio or Shapes, because it's about automation, about traffic being done from point A to point B by using some logic in between. So yeah, it's a good what's the word? Example of a genre. Does the game still have those awful depots it used to have? No, it does not. It does. It has that, but only like a last item in progression. But they were like changed, so they work quite differently to previous state. There is no such balancing of incoming and outgoing trains out of them. That was being get away from the players. We found that not much funny or important in the gameplay loop. What does the continue after fulfilled actually mean? I see the first time. Yeah, it means like all the contracts is having some required count of occurrences, so they repeat, and once that is done, the contract either will continue or cease to exist. So, for example, you can play yourself on a little hard mode, and all those contracts you accept, they will vanish after you fulfill them with like handling 5 or 6 trains. I mean, something like that. We did it because of, you know, the freight trains, for example, they were like one-off usually. So that means like you accept them, run them, and receive your point, and that was done. And a lot of players wanted them, hey, let's make them recurrent as well, please, like everything else in this game. And that was our approach to that. Like, we decided, okay, we don't do one-off or recurrent extra, but we will have, we will let the players choose. Will there be official game expansions? Like, it depends on the acceptance of the game. Like, if we see it financial viable, like, why not, right? Like, we would really love to work on this game more, but it must have its reasoning, and it must be profitable for us or for the studio as well. So yeah, we would love to. That's the answer, and we will see how the game is accepted, like generally. But yeah, you could wait for one if you want. What challenges do you have do you see future players coming up with for themselves? Oh, that's a hard question. You see future players coming up with for themselves, like before there was the progression, new progression tiers and stuff. There were quite no end goal in the endless mode. Like we give it an end goal, like hey, receive 3 stars, and that can be like map done. But yeah, we saw a lot of different challenges you can have in here. Like someone really likes to make the stations looks like those Mr. Hellish initial stations you see now, like have maximum throughput in that, and he could be doing that for much more longer time because he has no high-speed tracks in between those stations, so those contracts could be quite like he could if he could upgrade those tracks, he could put much more, like 4 times more traffic there. But sometimes, like, we see some players like to go, like, reach all the stations and get the traffic there and enjoying fully automated map there. So I feel like there is a lot of challenges you can put yourself. This mode was sandbox for quite a long time, and it worked quite good in that setting, I feel. Yeah, Michael mentioning on the Steam chat that you can see a lot of DLCs for this game. Yeah. How's your traffic? You still with the freights?
Yeah, I'm doing a few
Oh,
freights to get things
don't
started.
use so much of
It's
the
fine, it's fine.
platforms. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 2 platforms that I'm using. The rest I haven't used yet, so that's all good.
Yeah. You can unlock the regionals already.
Yeah, let's unlock the regionals. There we go. Let's unlock the regionals. Let's purchase some more stations and some more auto blocks and actually go absolutely crazy for this, yeah?
Oh, really?
I'm giving myself a challenge here.
You already have one.
Yeah.
I see you planned that because you were using only the corner platforms, or
Yes,
how
so
to say
platform
it.
3 and 4, platform 3 or 4 are kind of my through platforms, and then like platform 2 and 5 are where I can store my longer term trains. And I've actually got a little bit of money now, so not a lot, but a bit. I did just spend a lot on purchasing. There we go. Oh, I think I'm filling my final slot on the original network as well. But we're less than an hour now. We've got 54 minutes remaining, and it's okay. It's okay. It's not the worst situation to be in.
Looks good. It's really full.
It is, yeah. Those 2 stations are really nice and full. I love being able to pin these because sometimes I want to have a really good look at them, and other times, and I want to be able to manage and add more, and other times I just want to be able to, I don't want to see them at all. So to be able to move them around and pin them and right. Oh, here we go. So we've got a regional train.
Where is it going?
It wants to go and stop and then come back. So it wants to be. We need a coach yardy thing. Not a coach yard. I used the wrong word.
Yeah, you don't need anything. Just leave it on the platform, and you will be fine.
But I want to be able
It's
to
like the
store
freight.
it. I want to be able to store it.
that's the next step, right?
No, I want to jump forward. We need.
I'll tell you something. I tried this challenge, and where I failed was I wanted to store the regional trains, and I was not able to manually do that. So I was like, okay, this can be done if I leave the trains on platform. So that's a friendly tip from me.
Let's see what we've got. Oh, well, that's a long journey. Wants to go all the way across the map and back again, and stop there for 19 minutes. We can almost do that. The track is nearly done. The problem is that I need to buy all the auto signals and then the bits to go across there. So we need, again, more money.
To start with something like shorter, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
I
But
wanna start big.
I don't want. I'm going for it. I'm going for the big one. We've got 150 of the green points at the moment, so I can certainly unlock a few things that might be useful. Let's just finish unlocking tier 1, and we'll get unlimited stations. Faster switch is probably going to be good, and the routing sensor, we might need 1 or 2 of them. There we go.
Yeah, it would be nice to see you using a stabling sensor. So
I really think we should work that way. Oh, I didn't mean to build that. I'm going to try and get this little line built up in a way that I can use it in a very flexible manner. But we'll see. That should be fine. Money's not doing too bad now. It's actually starting to... I feel like I'm on a bit of a curve where it's coming in nice and quick. I might
now
need...
you need to reach the tier 2 of threats, right? Like that's the point now. Okay. In testing, when scaling in an infinite sandbox mode, what would be the limiting factor? Users, computer hardware? Yeah. Some time ago, like developer Michael told me, oh, I saw this very big map of something, like it has a lot of stations and it's really big. I'm quite surprised it's still working in that game. So yeah, we haven't tested it infinitely in infinite sandbox, so I don't know, but it's quite performant now. There is maybe slight memory leak we need to find still. So if you play for 20 hours straight, it will eat your memory. But that's a good reminder to give yourself a pause and go outside and see some sun.
What do they say? They say
you're
touch some grass. That's what they say, isn't it?
Feels like, yeah, this is the new coach art actually. If someone did not like the previous coach art, this is a new coach art.
And this is so much better because this is, I think, what it should have been in the first place, and it works so well. The only problem I've got is I'm not sure I have enough money to do it all. And I'm trying to remember how to do it because when doing all these tutorials that I've been making recently, it's all the beginner tutorials to begin with, and then the more complicated tutorials come in later. So everything I've been doing is early game. So trying to then remember the not early game. Yeah.
Like the early game you did in 40 minutes, right? And now you're starting not early game.
Yeah. Okay. Right, let's get a departure sensor on these platforms. And did I save one of these to actually do? I might have clicked it away. Oh, I'm in build mode. I can't see it when I'm in build mode. Yeah. Okay, so it stops for a minute and waits for 15. Okay, so then I need the shunting circuit. And
I'm saying you starting too early because
maybe
you need that tier 2 first. Like, what's your red status now?
It's not good. It's not good.
Not good. Yeah.
What do I need? I need is it the shunting sensor, isn't it?
Yeah. Stabling sensor or shunting sensor, whatever. So you
Yeah.
need to reach 8.
8.
Only 8? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
8. Yeah, well, you can try it manually.
You know what? I'm going to do it manually. I'm going to do it manually
Yeah.
to begin with, just to get the points up. So we're going to go from platform 3 round onto platform 4. That's the first half, the first leg. And then the next leg will be platform 3 down to platform 3, which
That looks
is
good.
all good. Okay, so here it comes.
Yeah.
I think this part of the route should be okay, but then the bit I'm going to have to do is to tell it where to go afterwards. So
yeah.
I'm going to hold it over there. Good. Right, what we got next? Another one.
The same?
Similar. It's going to wait for longer.
Similar.
So
No, it's going from green.
Oh,
and
that's...
It's the inverse.
That's fine. So we can go from
Yeah,
platform
that's good,
4
that's fine.
down, come into platform 4, and then on the next leg we can go from platform 3 down to platform 2. Okay, that's fine. That's good. What's this one? Another one! Yes! This is it. This is... We're doing it.
Hey, why, like, you receiving the same contracts? Like, I was receiving the reds all over the map.
I'm sure I just got lucky.
But you were lucky by choosing the below. There is maybe, like, you cannot reach your original stations from this point. That's a good one, because I opened something close to my original green trains, and I still was being offered the contracts.
Oh, I've been offering them, but as soon as I see one that's out of that area, I'm just dismissing it straight away.
Oh, okay.
Right, so this here, look, we've got a problem.
Oh, you're missing
the departure sensor.
Here.
Oh, wait, no, wrong button. Okay, so sensors, departure sensor, put it in. I'll manually get that train going. And then I will configure this one and say, hey, if you're going there, use it. Good. Now I need to keep an eye out for when this train needs to come in. Oh, that's it there, isn't it? Wow. Now, and we've got other trains coming the other way. Oh my goodness. Doing this manually is going to be a nightmare, but also awesome.
Oh, departure sensor here, it does not work.
It's not configured because I need to go, hey, you're going to go that way? Sorted.
Yes.
And I think we're going to have a bit of a problem on platform 4, maybe.
Ah, you need a rival.
There we go. It's fine. It's fine. It's just lots of things coming all at the same time.
Oh, that train is already late.
I don't want that one. I don't want... What about this contract? No, I don't want that contract either. Yeah, I'll keep that contract. I'll have that. There we go. This actually isn't too bad.
Actually makes the freight trains very smoothly. I feel that was very good.
I'm just wondering if I can fit another waiting bay. No, I don't think I can. God, these timers go so quick when you're in 25 times speed. Oh yeah, I'll save that one as well. This is going to be good when I'm actually got the... Ooh. This departure sensor didn't work because I haven't told it can do it yet. We've got new trains doing new routes that I hadn't planned on doing. No, this fits. This fits.
What's the timer?
We've got 44 minutes on the timer.
Left.
Yep, 44 minutes left. And I've got a funny...
That's a lot of time.
It is and it isn't. That's a good contract and that's a good contract.
You know, I need to distract you now more because
no. That's a bad contract. I nearly accepted the wrong contract there. Okay, that looks good. I need to make sure that I bunch these relatively close together, otherwise I'm going to have not enough room at the station. Okay, that's fine. Good.
You maybe will be fine without even a stabling sensor if you have this nice traffic.
I mean,
you can use the departure sensor for the trains on platform 4, and you send them up there.
I could say yes, because there's an option on this, isn't there? Somewhere to just like say, hey, just get everything.
You need to select the. You need to select first the.
Yeah,
that,
and I can say all others.
Finished.
Finished.
Or finished.
Finished. Or yeah, finished makes sense. And then at least they'll be out the way. And that's part of the automation done.
Are they finished? No.
Yeah, there we go. See, look, and then I can just choose where I want to put it.
They can be routed also by the next station. So if the next station is this station, like the green one, you can use also like they will go to the same station they end it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to accept this contract, but I'm going to have to be really careful about when I have it, because I need to leave space for the trains to move in and out. Let's check the next leg.
Going back. But you can prolong the pause between the legs, and it does not give you lower reward.
Yeah, and I think I've just done
200k. Upgrade some.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
No, you will receive much more money, but you have already a lot of money. I understand.
I want to make sure that all of these are on time, because if they're not on time, I'm not going to get the XP, and I'm not going to bump it up.
Yes.
And so far, we're doing okay. There we go. So I can cope with 4 sat there at the moment. That's good. Oh, that was delayed by a minute. I can also improve the track around here, put an arrival sensor closer and things like that. So, right, what are we at now in terms of cycle and so forth?
Oh, you already have.
I've unlocked T2. Right, okay, so I need to remember which one the shunting and stabling sensor is, because silly me, I get confused about which one's which. So I'm going to read them out quickly, and you guys can listen too. So, okay, so this one sets pre-configured shunting commands to a passing train based on the directional shunting rules. And the stabling sensor is built on a platform and automates the stabling process for regional trains. I wonder what I'd... Oh, yes, the regional trains that we're doing. I'm having that.
I wanted...
Tells you in the game.
To take the shunting sensor.
Well, maybe we'll have that soon, but I'm actually going to... I'm going to pause the game for a little while and actually take a moment to make sure I get this right. So I've put the sensor in, and I think I'm going to need... Yes, I'm going to need... Oh, what I really want is the shunting track technology. And I can't afford it yet. I think that should do it, though. Oh, no. Do I want the shunting track first?
Yeah, it's true. Just two
yeah, it's close enough. It's close enough, isn't it? All right, I'm going to carry on and do it manually. Just long enough to get that shunting track. We're going to watch out for these... Oh, we go. No, I don't want that contract. Go away. That's a bad contract for me. So the shunting contract... I said shunting contract. The shunting track is what allows me to put these 4 areas here and treat them as one block, one section, one whole area. I'll keep that.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
That will be light.
Yeah, a little bit.
But you got 5 points now. 6 points.
Right, let's get that unlock. The shunting track.
I'm still someone is saying, Graham, I'm still confused. I think this is a game I'm going to play myself to get the gist of the mechanics.
Yeah, I mean, what you got to remember...
Something highly recommended to buy this
game.
Buy the game.
Buy the game.
Yeah.
But what you got to remember is I'm trying to speedrun this. Okay, so I'm going quickly. Yeah. We've gone through a lot of early game. I'm pushing for late game. So when you're going through it yourself at a normal pace, it is a lot more laid back. You can read the tutorials. You can figure things out. You can work out ways of doing stuff. speedrunning it.
You won't be able to finish it in 2 hours like Mr. Hellish. So
I don't think I'll be able to
that.
finish it in 2 hours. We'll,
Yeah,
we'll see. It's
but
good. I think it's going to be close.
Master Hellish can refund that after this 2 stars, right? Like you finish it in 2 hours. But this is good, right? But you want it nice. You don't have it nice. I understand.
Yeah, I want. Oh
Okay.
no! I saw it.
Okay.
There we go. I
okay,
can move it.
fine.
I can move it. It's fine. There we go. Right. So now I've got those in. I can actually do the full. I'm pretty sure I can do the full work on this stabling sensor now. So if we're going in this direction, and there's the new rule. And I'm not going to say about the composition of the train. I don't really care about that because we've got the same sort of trains coming through. And I don't care about the next leg either. They're all going to the same place and they're all coming back round to the same place for what we're doing here. So I'm trying to keep things simple so I can repeatedly use the same thing in the same places. So I'm going to add the commands. So we're going to go to the signal. Then we're going to go to this signal. And then we're going to go into the shunting group. We're going to wait for 2 minutes before the train gets reused on the next leg. And then go to the platform. And that should do it. Okay.
That, right? It feels
Right.
simple. Now everything is automated.
So the only thing I should need to do now is that remaining train that hasn't come in. And here it comes. Or it will do when I actually do it myself. There we go. So when you're doing that, you have to make sure that you put the shunting circuit on all of the signals that you're going to be using as part of those commands. So now I'm going to just try and see how much I can fill up here. So let's try and find a nice little gap. A bit of a bigger gap there. And then on the next leg, are we... Yep, we look like we're all good there. And that is going the right way. Are they on the right platforms? Yep, looks good to me. Now, is it me, or after you've done a route and changed the platforms, does the next offered contract use the same platforms if it's the same route?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
It's like that.
Graham says, "Dear developers, take my money."
Oh yeah, we'd like to.
Oh dear, yeah, that's fantastic. We're going to need some extra bits put on this track. I'm going to need some improvements because it's getting too busy. So I'm going to put an improvement in here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in. We're going to pop a auto signal in the middle there, one in the middle there, and we're going to have to then modify or fix these sensors because I've messed up the route by hacking it. But we get those nice little warning symbols. They weren't in the game at the beginning of... You got the warning symbols if something wasn't configured perfectly for some reason, like you've changed the line or something.
You can use the perpetual routes on those signals.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to use the arrival sensor because if I was playing this for a longer game, this junction would probably change in the future, and I would probably want trains to go to different places. So
Yeah, you got still 2 platforms there.
Yeah, and at the moment they can only go into one platform, but that's just going to change. So that's a little improvement there that will allow multiple trains to go along that section at the same time. I do need just a standard perpetual one here, just throwing trains into this auto block. So let's just get one of them in. Yeah, a relay sensor, that's what I want. So when the train goes over this relay sensor, I want to do this signal to go into that auto block. Done. I'm going to improve this bit now. I want trains to be able to queue closer to the platform for getting in. So I'm going to... Oh, there's a train on the line. I have to wait a second. There we go. Train's gone. I'm going to pause now because otherwise a train might go on the line. So there we go. So we'll put an arrival sensor before that. And the arrival sensor we've got over here, we'll remove that and put a relay sensor in. So then we'll come out of build mode and configure this relay sensor to push the train forward. And then we'll configure the arrival sensor to go into the station. There we go. So now we should get a little bit less slowdown going on there. And I've got room for another train.
One.
I've got... Oh, hang on. Oh, that wants to go all the way over there. I'm not doing that. See,
Yeah,
I am
most
getting those
probably.
contracts. I am getting those contracts. Okay. And now, because I've got all this money, I might upgrade the tracks. So the trains can go a little bit quicker. What are we at? How close am I? I'm at 14. I've got 33 minutes to get that up by 6 to get my 2 stars for the 2-hour challenge.
10 minutes pause,
Yeah, just
chill in and,
have a cup of tea, maybe some sort of biscuit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
biscuits. Exactly. That's my thinking.
Or we could all just take a moment to stop and go and buy the game. That was if you haven't got the game already, go get it. And if you have got the game, maybe buy it for a friend, eh?
Sure. And if you want to support us further, you can buy supporters bundle.
Oh, I saw that pop
Which
up.
just includes only.
But I didn't get a chance to look. Oh, music. I do like the music. Right.
You can actually, if you open the interface configuration down on the panel.
This one down. Yeah, interface configuration. Yeah.
You don't have music player. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my mistake. We could show it, but not now. Yeah.
Oh, we've got a question here. Elaine says, do the trains always want to go to the same platform, or is it possible in the AIM game simply to push them into whatever platform is available without penalties? That's a good one.
There is a mechanic called like an any platform, which the arrival sensor can work with, but we're struggling with it to keep it in game somehow. We wanted to remove it for some time, but we did not because it's already there and players are using it, so we did not want to make them angry at us. If you upgrade the auto block, Master Hellish, that's the most time. Yeah, this if you upgrade this, it will be much faster. So you can say, okay, go to any platform, and the arrival sensor is using that, but still, because this game, every cycle should be deterministic. Like you keep adding, and it's repeating, then there is like not much of a room for this buffering arrival, or what to call that, because it's then much harder for you to get everything right. But yeah, you see it now on the configuration screen Hellish had opened. But you feel like you're doing really great here.
I want to get a train going all the way across the map from one end, go to there and back again. But for that I need a contract. I think what I might do is I might just drop down some of the other offices just to see if I can have that in the mix as well.
I just drop it at that station you want that train to go in. No, to this one, but drop it on the... Yeah. If you drop it in this station, all the contracts appearing at this office is having that station there, so at least you're sure that the trains go there.
Yeah. Some of my trains are a little bit late. And that's fine.
In the red traffic as well?
Yeah, I don't know why. I think I might have got something wrong with my schedule.
What's the timer? 20 minutes?
30 minutes. 30 minutes still.
Hey, we can stretch the goal, you are closer to 60 score actually as well, so maybe you could reach all 3 stars in that time.
I don't know.
But you need to speed a little up.
I've slowed down.
Maybe you need to change the time speed in the options from 25 to 35.
Is that
It's not available.
It's not available. I tried it. I actually tried it. I was like, oh.
You wanted to cheat.
Can you allow that, but then like have a warning saying like if your computer's not good enough, this might choke.
We could not enable that. You know why? Because if we would enable that in one like game tick, the train would travel so much in that 35 speed or more that it it sees the signal like some distance, like 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers, but it would skip the whole like grid in that speed, and that would mean like the train would need much more complex logic to look in front, because if it's going 2 kilometers per hour, right, then on 35 speed it travels so much of a distance that it will just run through everything, right? Like, because it's too fast. So that was the technical limitation of 25 speed. Why you cannot increase that? Here is the but you want a green contract here? No, you want a or yes?
I mean, it could be
And
either.
this
I
is-
just want something
And
to go
this
all
is
the way
not-
across.
This is not a, but this is not a border station. Like, yeah,
I know. I
it's,
want something to come here and then go all the way back again.
intercity. Like, yeah. You
Oh,
can
maybe,
have some
maybe, yeah.
Intercity.
Let's put both there.
But-
Let's put them here.
Oh, focus on the goal now. Like, you need to reach the red star, right?
You keep, yeah. I still need to do it. I still need to do it. What we got
The
here?
regional trains are going fine.
No.
No.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
No.
But at least I've got some unlocks now, which are allowing me to actually see more contracts as well, which is nice. Okay. Also, I unlocked tunnels, and they're awesome. They are fantastic. Let's do some purchasing as well. I'm going to have that. I'm going to have that platform.
Okay, there was some question. Do the trains... Oh no, that was the platform. Is Steam modding possible for those times you want to go to 100 speed? There is a modding support in game. There is not much of a mods. We haven't seen much love out of the modding community, but the game is heavily based on actual code, so the modding of the railroad is more on the code level than, you know, swapping sprite or model. But there were some modes like heat map that marks the tracks the trains using most. So yeah, whoever can write an easy mode to get rid of that condition that forbids you to set the more than 25, actually. But we don't have any support for mods uploading or downloading from workshop, so it's just the manual work now.
But you do have support for maps, right?
Yeah, the maps are on the workshop. There is like 2,000 of them already or something.
I think I found my
That's,
contract. Okay, so
you did?
I found my contract, I think,
show
yeah.
this.
It goes all the way
Ah.
from here across to, is it Noda? And then it comes all the
Noda?
way back to the green
Back.
station as well.
And it will only 10 minutes on the platform. You can make it, you know, easy mode as well. Like, just put a stabling sensor there and assign a reuse for that train.
Yeah.
And you don't need to shunt it anywhere. But you could, you know, turn it around on the way back, because it will be,
Yeah.
needs to be
Yeah.
turned.
Right, how close are we to... I still need more red. I've been sitting back too much. We've been chatting around and talking about the game, and I've been getting distracted by these extra little things. And I haven't done anything.
Yes, that's my motif.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get something in here. Let's get a stabling sensor for when that train arrives, so that I can at least just say, hey, go here and get ready to leave. Right. Next leg origin, and then the commands will just be go here and reuse. That should do it, I think. Now we haven't got any sensors all the way along this track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to real time it, I think. We're going to actually try and build the track in front of the train. What me and my community called grommeting. Are you familiar with
Grommeting? Oh yeah, that's the grommet doing on the train. Yeah, grommeting. That's I did not know that.
So
word.
anybody not familiar, stop motion animation film, Wallace and Gromit, I think it's the wrong trousers. They're on a train, and he's building the track in front of the train, and that's where the term grommeting comes from. So yeah, I'm going to accept this train. I'm going to set it all up, and then I'm going to try and build the sensors in front of it as it goes. So from platform...
On 25 speed, right?
No. On 25 speed, my arm would fall off. So we're going to go platform 4, and then platform 2, all the way down to platform 2 again. It'd be easier to turn around. Yeah, that's fine, because I'll put the departure sensor there correctly. Then in the next leg... From 2 to 1 to 3 and out. I think that might be okay. Oh, we've got a bit of a kind of let's make it wait a little longer so that it's going to miss traffic. And
Grommeting, I love it.
Yeah, grommeting. To build track in front. What was we doing grommeting on? Oh, Factorio. It was playing Factorio, building the track in front of the train as you're driving it, and that's where we coined the phrase.
And here you can also bulldoze after the train, so you have like the money back.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about the build mode, the construction
you can
mode.
high-speed grommeting very early, even without much of a money.
Okay, so I'm going to do this train, and then I'm going to try and get that start, because I want to get this train all the way across the map and back again, and we're going to get it to... I'll go on its perpetual journey, but we're going to set the sensors up as we go. So round here, I don't have to worry about that too much. The train's coming out. It's going to be going to the red station. It's heading for platform 4. We've got an arrival sensor and a signal set up for that, so it'll go to platform 4. But then at platform 4, the departure sensor is not set up to leave, and it will next want to go through.
But that's not much of a grommeting, you know. The train is far away. That's not grommeting.
Okay, all right. I'll speed it up. We'll go times 5. It's going to be leaving the station soon, eh? Yeah, it's leaving the station soon. So the departure sensor here, we're going to send it down for the green station. But then I've got to sort out... Oh, no. Yeah, I'm going to sort it out towards this auto block, actually.
Just remove the signals, bro.
Remove the... What?
Yeah.
And it just goes straight through?
I know it's not the old good days, because they were not able to remove them, but you just remove them and it's fine, right? Like for the first train.
Well, I've got the train coming into the auto block, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an arrival sensor on the auto block, and then use that arrival sensor to get me into the station. And see, the train's coming already, and it's already routing, so it's catching up already. And then we're going to go from the departure. What? No.
Remove everything.
Just delete the lot. And if we're going through to Noda, we want to go to that auto block, and again. I'm not going to do an... Oh, hang on, no. To that, I've skipped an auto block. No, I didn't. We're fine. We're good. I'm losing my mind. So this one... So we're going to relay to here. I think I did that correctly. Yep.
That's not grommeting, bro. No.
It would be if I was building the track, but I was...
The train is far away.
Yeah, I'm doing it too good. I'm too good. That's the problem.
Yeah,
it's in this auto block at the moment. I'm not sure I've done this sensor right.
And where you do like reverse the train, you know.
I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'll do that.
The other bag. You do
that? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Right. I need to get ahead, don't I? So we're going. Yeah, that's right. That just routes to there no matter what. And then we'll get an arrival sensor in this auto block and say go into that platform. It should go to platform 2. We've already set up the stabling to turn it round.
Oh, you could actually just, you know, start the next leg on the first platform and do the loop there. Is there a space for that? Like go from platform 2 to platform 1, and then the train will be like turn around between the legs.
But then I can't get there at the moment because it won't go through that. It won't go through this 90 degrees turn here, will it?
Yeah, maybe there is a space for that. Like there is still the. Can you build the loop there or not?
I mean, I could cheat a little bit, change it to platform 3, and then get it up to go to platform 1. That might be some nice little automation to do, and I'd have to build it quick to do it in time to get the train before the train gets here. So let's see if I can build it in time and move everything over. So bought this platform, added the signal, adding the track now for coming in, and then no, that's still too tight. That's still too tight, isn't it?
Yeah. Then you need to employ some shunting around, right?
Yeah, I am going to have to shunt.
Back, forwards.
I was going to use this space here.
But it's after the auto block. The train will go through that auto block backwards.
Yep.
Really slow.
Yep. And the train's on its way. The train's on its way.
But no, you.
I mean, I could cheat and just delete some of the track and do a big tunnel to turn it around. I don't know if it would fit in here still. I probably wouldn't.
No.
Tell you what I'll do. I'll build it over here because then we'll be able to see it in action and working quite nicely in theory. And then we can look at maybe an improvement if we've got time at the end. So we'll come off down here. And then I don't know if there's going to be enough space. I think so. How long's the train? Ugh.
By the Fukushima. Right.
Right. There we go. There we go. There's a siding and a half. So, do I need a signal on both ends for this? I think I do.
Yeah.
I think I do. And then I'll want the sensor that I haven't unlocked yet. The shunting sensor. Right?
Yes, exactly. But you don't have a space for that, like that branching in here.
Oh, it's coming.
Do that only. No, it does not.
Oh, I've got 10 minutes. But it's 10 minutes at 5 times speed though. So platform required. That's the wrong one. I want the shunting sensor. So if
It cannot be built to do auto block.
Will it?
It can be shunting. Sorry.
Okay. So then I can configure that maybe. So if you're going this way and you're facing... Oh, I haven't unlocked composition. I haven't got enough XP. I haven't got enough XP for the logo... no, wait, is it logo coupling that I need to be able to have that?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? I'm just going to do it.
You can do any.
I can do any because
it's
going to be happen for every journey. So we're going to go from here.
Yes.
And then...
Then you're missing something.
I'm missing
no
something.
shunting circuit ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm missing the shunting circuit on the actual... Can I put it there? I think I can. Can't... Yep, there we go. I think that's what I was missing. Yep, there we go. Right, we don't want two rules. There we go.
Yeah.
So we can configure to go here, and then turn around, reverse train to there, and then just leave. There we go, and we've did it with plenty of time remaining, ish, and it should work, maybe, possibly. We'll see. Elaine says, "What does shunting actually do?" Essentially, what we've done here is we are just turning the train around because this particular train. It only has an engine or a cab at one side, and when the trains go backwards, they go backwards a lot slower. A lot slower than forwards. Right, let's see if I can get any more trains in here. That one's fine. Let's nab that one.
What's the timer?
14 minutes. So now you've distracted me long enough that I might have to go
14
fast mode.
to reach that 60 points of score.
To get that second star, because you've distracted me long enough that we haven't actually reached that second star yet. So let's
14 trains out of 20.
Yeah,
but
so
you are really close to 60. Like you could maybe finish them up in 2 hours.
maybe. I tell you what we could do. We could just see how long, maybe much longer it would take me, if we've got the time for that. Oh no, I don't want that train. That's going to too many stations at the moment for what I'm trying to do. Right, how are we doing over here? Train hasn't is leaving in 9 in-game minutes. Fair enough. We've got trains waiting a little bit here. Hopefully, I think I need to sort that out. This train is coming in. Let's have a look at the schedule here. There shouldn't be a conflict, but I'm going to push it forward because I'm pretty sure it keeps having to wait.
But it's about like how you upgraded the track, you know? So it's fine, it's waiting, but you could make it faster.
Yeah, that's a point. Is it?
Then you will receive more money, but...
Is it waiting because it's the train in front of it's late and it's got a problem? Or is it just waiting because it got there quick? I think it just got there quick, didn't it? Right,
yes,
okay.
Exactly.
12 minutes left to get these final red ones. What we've got coming in here, that is way too complicated for our network. That one we could do, actually. We could do that
it's
one.
Afraid.
Yeah, but there is plenty of room on the platform at the other end. The only thing is that we haven't got the sensor that would, the upgrade, which would allow us to choose which trains we turn around. Although I haven't said that, that train would need turning around as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that one.
No, it would disappear, I feel, on that platform or not.
Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got a few here. Let's get some offices in around here just to give us some extra options, because I've got 250,000 in the bank. So I've dispatched 5,000 trains on time, apparently. That's cool.
There was a question, what does the shunting actually do? So it's, you know, where we were iterating how to incorporate shunting into the game, which was a feature we promised, like, during the early access multiple times, but had quite a hard time to, you know, think about that, how to do that. And our idea was like, hey, let's introduce a little different mechanic, how to control the trains in specific scenarios, like, and those scenarios we don't define, but most important one in the endless game is like how to change the direction of a train by, like, you know, especially if the train is having only a logo and front, how to do that. So that's one use case of a shunting, but like our idea here is that the shunting is a different way of controlling the trains by giving them a commands. Like every train can be assigned a set of commands, and whenever that train approaches a shunting circuit that's connected to a signal, that shunting circuit takes that command out of the train and instruct the signal in front of it accordingly. So it's like, it's a different way how to automate the traffic or the trains, like by using commands that they will be executed along the way. And yeah, it's quite powerful, the stuff we could build on top of that. Like imagine a command that can call you another loco and stuff, but like now the most simple ones is the stabling, where you can send the trains to some like multiple tracks waiting for their next departure, or like changing the loco at the current state. Yes. But you could automate everything with shunting command in shunting circuit in the end. Like arrival sensor or routing sensor. Everything is possible with those commands. Like there is the triggers in that sensor, like in the rule you can configure, and then set of commands to as the output of that.
We missed the train turning round, but it did turn round, so it worked.
It looks
Facing
around, but it's going slowly now because it's having a shunting state still. So it would be wise to, you know, put more signal there, because now it's going slow during that. Is it or not? It's now stopped.
There's no circuit there.
Yeah, no circuit.
We're back to 25 times speed now.
Yeah, and you don't doing grommeting. Sorry, grooming was something else. Nice. No.
It's fine. I'm good. I didn't break it too much. Right, what we got up here?
That's good. What's that?
Ah! You wasn't watching, was you?
No! What's that?
This is my attempt to see if I can grab some extra contracts.
Oh, that was very sneak peeky done. Nice work.
But so far, no useful contracts have come through there yet. So it might have actually just been a waste of my time.
Yeah, maybe unlock some contract manager and do stuff with that.
No.
But
let's see. We can have a roam around in 7 minutes when I fail this challenge because I slowed down too much. Where's that one to go?
It will be really hard to get a contract exactly to those stations.
Yeah, it will. But I thought it's better than nothing.
Yeah, but I have a good news for you, but it's not for the challenge, but like we are to introduce a custom contracts. Like you can click whatever stations you want in a contract. That's already like staged to be released soon.
That would be nice. Because that would have made things really easy for me.
Yeah. Because you could use it really nice now.
Look at this.
I feel also the.
I'm having to accept this contract to try and see if I can get something all the way through.
Maybe you could grab some freights, easy freights.
Yeah, and
how many are you missing? How many points? You missing?
I think I'm missing 4 still because I haven't been. That looks all good, and it's not right. Okay, there we go. We might be missing some sensors on some of these and some configuring around here, but if I am, then I'll have to just deal with it as I go.
Yeah.
No, that's no good. We've got some up here. What we got? I have 106 of XP though at the moment. Nope, and nope. Okay, fair enough. So let's see. What can I spend? I've got quite a lot of this XP. Urban transit contracts. Loco coupling is something that's great fun, but we're not going to have the opportunity to go through that right now.
You're missing 4, and this ones you can run whenever you want, right? Like just build a coach yard first somewhere. You can build it with this upgrade. Even more contracts can help you.
Yeah, I think even more contracts is a good one. Let's get that.
And way more and way more contracts as well.
That will help. That'll help me go through and grab the ones that I need. Stops for 15 minutes. It's coming from the wrong place, so that's no good. That one's a double. I don't want a double. That one, again, wants to terminate at the wrong place. I'd have to get lucky to find something at the top there, but to be honest, it was just so quick and easy to build it that it felt worth it. No, we can't do that one. Can't do that one because I haven't built half the network. We've got a train stuck here. Why is... Oh, because I sent it to platform 1. And we haven't got...
But that one is still not ready, right?
There we go. That one's fine. That one's fine.
It's waiting. No, 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 no. It's not fine.
It is
It's
fine.
not fine. No, where's the heading? The train?
It's going into the yard to turn around. We're going to get to see the turning around.
Yeah, but you know it's going to Neda 1 next station.
I think this bit's set as well, so that's good.
You sending the train really wrong. Trust me.
Ah, what's this?
Yeah. Yes.
What? Has it
That's
left?
the
Oh,
train.
it's left already.
No, you let it left.
I sent it the wrong way. I sent it the wrong way.
Yes.
What am I going to do? I am going to...
You rendered the challenge now.
Yeah.
Haven't you? 5 minutes. I feel like.
Yeah, I've caused myself too many problems. This train's an... Right, I tell you what, the train's just going to leave. It's fine.
Yeah.
That one... That one's okay, right? Where's that going?
It's waiting. Oh, it's waiting for next leg.
Yeah, it is. Waiting for the next leg. Okay. Okay.
You will ignore that problems.
Yeah, just ignore that train. It's probably okay, right? It's not like there's any passengers stopping there or anything like that.
There will be some like need for that track in 10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, Why is that one doing that now?
Can you reuse that? It does not have the shunting command for some reason.
Okay, well, it's fixed now. Right, we'll get rid of this train. We'll find a place to dispose of it.
Yeah, I wonder.
No, that's...
Are those stations like offering?
They haven't offered anything that I want yet. And I'm going to have this one constantly late, I think.
Just
Let's get rid of that.
recheck that contract of that,
Yeah.
maybe.
I nearly rejected the wrong train.
Yes,
It's this one.
I was looking at you. Yes, that. No, that one not. The next one, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Contract screen.
Yeah.
There we are. Get rid of it.
Yes.
There we go.
Send it out. Send it out.
So, I think...
It's blocking your way. It's blocking.
Yeah,
Send it.
it'll go now. It'll go
Back.
now. There we go. Goodbye, troublesome train.
Yeah.
Goodbye indeed. Well, we've got 1 minute left, and I have struggled to find the contracts I need for the section of network I'm working on. There are contracts over here, and some of them are okay. But I think what I should have done is, where we've got this lovely little setup here making us loads of XP, I should have done something similar, maybe over here at Osaka, and brought in a second section, because that would have been easy otherwise.
That this connection, like the whole connection to the left, was quite a lot of work for one train you successfully ran there.
Successfully, but I also ran a second train unsuccessfully.
Yes. Yes, but that's probably waste. Yeah. If you would do, you were really close.
Yeah, and I was
were
there for a
really
long
close.
time. Here we go, 2, 1, 0.
This one
Expired.
Yeah, I did not even like manage to catch that you building a new stuff there, but
Yeah,
nice try.
I really, I was too. What was it? We had like 25 minutes and only 6 more to go, or something like that, and then it just stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
Look at
You
this.
stop progressing.
We've still
But
got 4 to go.
oh, but you are tier 3 in greens, so
Yeah.
and you know for the score works like it's sum of the green and red, and you were close to the third star as well, so you
Yeah.
managed nearly to showcase the game in 2 hours.
So
like
I think what I'm going to do, because now the time's up, and I'm not thinking about what I'm trying to do, and I've immediately thought of what I should have done. Should we just spend the next probably 10 minutes, if that, building out the last little bit that would have probably have helped me immensely if I did it a few minutes ago or a number of minutes
Yes.
ago. So
that's a good extension, I feel.
So
That's very good extension.
what I should have done is I shouldn't have kept trying to get more and more trains down here. This was already quite busy and the contracts were quite limiting. I think what I should have done is use the money that I had, and this I should have left that as a network and come up here and started to work on this section, because I could have quite easily have got quite a lot of trains in here. I've got all the money for it. I've got all the money for
you're
all of
sitting
this
on
stuff.
Resources.
Yep.
You're sitting on resources.
And I can very easily come in with something. I mean, this is how long it would have taken me to build at the time as well. There we go. Look, I've just got loads of platforms hooked up like that. I would have to have put that auto signal back on. Get rid of that one. Popped over here. Get some auto signals on. I mean, when you got this amount of money, you may as well just upgrade the lot, right? Get sensors on. No, wait, we need a platform for that. They're going to be arrival sensors, and then I would say, hey, this sensor, you're going that way. This sensor, hey, you're going that way. And then I can get some offices up there.
And you can just leave the trains on the platforms now, right?
Yeah, and I've got loads of platforms there to play with. So get in the nice little dispatcher's office. I've also got 122 XP to play with on the green side. So I can get in there and just say, get all these contract managers and way more contracts. Even get, well, I can't quite get the tracks. And then I could have set up another stabling yard here. But I don't think I'd have needed to, because we've got all these waiting bays that I can integrate.
Like you need to 2 red trains only, going to Osaka and back.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Like only 2 trains.
Yeah. So and then it's a matter of just getting that contract that will do that. There's not many there, but there's one here. Waiting for 15 minutes, then waiting for 25 minutes, and then going back again. But it's going back down to this station, which is no good for me. I think normally when you're playing Endless, though, your network is much more connected. So these contracts that I'm refusing all the time, they would be possible to do. But because I'm speed building and I'm doing it in sections, then it'd be very easy to do. Yeah, again, it wants to go down here to the other. I mean, again, though, I do have some platforms that I could connect up to do that. So instead of constantly just denying the contracts, coming in and building a line, even a slow line. There we go. Wouldn't take too long. There you go, look. We're in. And you could even do little shortcuts like that. Just to get a line in nice and quick. If you wanted to. You'd have to go through that station. And then...
Of money.
Wow, I've spent a lot of money very quickly there, didn't I? Eh? Yeah. So
have you used like high-speed tracks? You got 20k or something?
No. I didn't.
200k.
So that's a contract I could have done. That one's coming from a completely different station. So getting the contracts that I need on a wider network like this is a big challenge. Look at all these contracts lining up though now.
That's something we also wanted to handle more properly is the contract manager.
Oh dear.
To offer. Oh, yeah, it was like that before. That stabling sensor does not work for you somehow.
Yeah,
you know?
something's not right. There we go.
But check that sensor. Something is...
25-minute delay. There we go.
Sensor is wrong there.
Yeah. So... Still though, I mean, this one... I'm still getting lots of contracts, and it's not part of the network that I've built out.
Yeah, what I was trying to tell before was there is a contract manager, but it's a global settings for all the contracts, and we wanted to put it like more closer to the office buildings.
Yeah.
That would be much fit. Then you could, set some rules for the office up there, saying, hey, I'm interested in contracts going through those stations, and that would be that.
Yeah.
But also, like, the custom contract would solve that.
Oh, yeah, the custom contract. I would have completed this with probably 10 or 15 minutes to spare if I'd have had custom contracts, I think.
Yeah.
And that's something that you can limit yourself. If, like, you say, oh, I want to do this, but I want to do it without this contract or that contract.
But the custom contract will cost you some money. Like, that could be a very nice money sink as well. So,
Yeah.
like, 100k would be. So you would be struggling with money somehow as well. Like, not to use it that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I feel like it was really nice to watch you doing all those stuff like really, really quick. Like you play something like 15 hours of content or 10 hours of content in under 2 hours. It's really
Yeah.
it's quite obvious that you've done some tutorials recently because you were like really know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
It's really nice.
It's challenging to go fast, and that could be something that people could actually challenge themselves with, because what was it that we got to on my run here? So we got to 16 red. Okay, so let's see if everybody watching, if you haven't got the game, get the game, have a little practice run, and then give yourself 2 hours. Can you get 20 green and more than 16 red in those 2 hours? And I would say, if you've seen me do it and you've had a bit of a practice, you should then be able to do it.
Yeah, that's really good
Yeah.
challenge. Yes.
I wish I'd have seen me do it, because if I'd have seen me do it, then I think it'd have been like a big advantage.
I know everybody is saying, I will do that in no time.
Well, and for my viewers, if you do, come over to the Railroute channel and send us your screenshots. I want to see your screenshots of your games and how it goes. Yeah,
I'll join that server today, so I'll check on those as well. Like, share your layouts or approaches, and try my hint, like connect platform to platform, delete everything from the very beginning.
that would give you a
unlock
kickstart.
auto accept and auto reverse, and then you are kickstarted for me.
Yeah.
Nice and fine.
I mean,
We'll save some time.
those first 20 and the green star wasn't too bad. I was happy with that.
Yes.
I was very happy with that.
But this is also splendid.
You know what? It's come along quite well, considering how quick I was going in there and building it. It's especially this bit. This was very hang on a second. We'll switch over for the viewers. This bit was very satisfying to do. To actually get that yard in and having those trains waiting in there, and those first few contracts, all using the same yard and going through the same station, was like, yes, this is what I need. And then no more came. And I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted.
Perfect.
But yes, absolutely fantastic. I enjoyed that challenge. Thank you very much for posing it to me.
Yeah, you're welcome, and thank you for hosting this stream again. I feel we covered a lot of questions, so yeah, it's good ending in the end. Nearly miss.
Well, maybe. Well, no, I was only 4 away, I suppose. So I'm going to look at it like that. I nearly did it, rather than I failed. I nearly did it. I'll like that. Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to challenge myself to do it. I'm going to keep playing until I can do 3 stars on this map in 2 hours. Right? And I'm going to record it every time I attempt it. And then when I finally do it, and I'm going to keep doing it until I do, I will release it on my channel.
That's great. That's, yeah, I'm eager to see that.
Yeah. So
okay.
That'll be good fun. Well,
thank everybody for joining. Yeah. And
I was also thank you very much for asking me to come along and be part of this and of this day of getting the game out for the first bit. But before we do say goodbye, do you have any hints at what is next for Railroute? I think some of the questions might have hinted at some of the things that you might want to put in. You said one of the things was the custom contracts. But is there anything else confirmed that we can let people know that is just around the corner?
It's those small bits we couldn't finish in the time for 1.0, so we still have like smaller things and stuff. So custom contract is one of them. The other one is like incoming train alert that's being visible on the screen, but nothing crucial or big one. So
yeah. I mean,
all
the big features, they're there and they're in, and you've done so well to actually hit your targets and get the game out for everybody, because so many games stay in early access for such a long time, and this one isn't. It's here and it's got all the features that you need, and well, congratulations on a fantastic game.
Oh, thank you very much, and I enjoyed your stream. Hopefully we will do more in the future.
Definitely. Well, thank you very much to everybody for watching. Remember, there is lots of information both on Steam about Railroute, also over on the Railroute Discord, my Discord as well, and of course both of our YouTube channels. So thank you very much for watching, everybody, and for all your thoughts and comments today, and we'll see you all soon. From me and Angel, it's goodbye.